Right. Are there any particular traditions associated with marriage ceremony?
Yes. Interestingly, because now, of this generation now, people blend traditions together. You can see even we have our own traditional marriage thing. It depends on when you want to do it. Some families depend on the affordability. Like if you can afford it, the very day they tie your collar, they tie the marriage between you and the woman, that same day you will do your wedding like you guys do here. That's my wedding. And that same day will be the day they will bring your wife to your house for you to have a first contact with her. And that is a big celebration. That is a traditional thing. Sometimes you don't do it that day. You have to do it, well, it depends on when you can afford it. 5 years later, 10 years later, some is even, they can be married until they finish old, they can go up to 20 years and they will come and have this traditional marriage. That would go for normally 4 days, start from Thursday. Thursday will be the girls, the bride from, the girl's parents will bring her home, dress her, make her, do the ceremony from their house. On Friday too, they will be, in there, that they do there's some traditional, traditional things. They start from Thursday night into Friday. You understand? Then Saturday, there will be like a big occasion where they will sit her down, give her the advice when you go, how you should be behaving with your husband, what you should do, what are taboo, what you not to do, how you have to do, bear your children and your society, the society you're going to find yourself, how you have to be blended. Even it's the same whether that's your first time or you are within the same, but still you have to follow follow the same way. So they will talk to you, give you that advices, give you that word of wisdom, prepare you. So that Saturday night, the night of that Saturday, that's when they will take you to your husband's house. Usually, the husband also, even though you have your own flower, but you want to do it in your family house, where like I told you, my family house is there. That's where I'm going. I'll have to abandon my house and take we go to the family house. That's where the tradition is. So we'll go there. They will bring her there. That will be Saturday night. Sometimes it will be, if at all it's the same village, they will not do it quickly. Like they will go, drumming, dancing, you see, that the wife is coming. So all the things will be carried, it's now that people use cars, but before, everything, like there will be a group of people, because the girl will come with all what they need. Their clothing, their utensils, cooking utensils, their, whatever the girl's parents can, gather for her to whatever she may need for her marriage, they'll buy all those things. And people will carry them on their head. And they'll be dancing and drumming, going towards the husband's house. So when they walk through the husband's house, sometimes they will reach there at very early hours of the morning. That's when they will arrive there. And the husband's parents also will be receiving them, welcoming them at that time. Well, they have already done their dinner there, so they will provide their breakfast. The husband's parents will provide the breakfast, and they are welcoming all those there. And the breakfast, and the husband will also say, "Oh, I'm very happy my wife has come. I'm also going to make a reception for them." So it depends. Sometimes they will buy a bull, a whole bull, slaughter a bull for that, for the lunch. And that will be into Sunday. So after that lunch and dinner, then everybody disperse. Then the wife will stay there. And there are traditional dresses that the woman will put on. And that traditional dress will last on him for some times before changing into any other clothing.
Is that different in Scotland?
Well, yeah, it's different from Scotland because, okay, now with this present generation, or like I said, there's a mixture. You see some girls, especially when they are these young ones who travel, they want to have some mixture of, Scottish culture, the Western culture together with. They will do their traditional one, then after they will do their, Western culture one. And that is dressing this white, and also that is your this, how do you call it, this long gown also, put it on and have that. That would be their Western one. Still, people do that as well. After doing their traditional one, then they will come to their, how do you call it, the Scottish one as well. Yeah, they can do it the same day. It will be the same day. This one might be in the morning, then evening, they do these ones. And that's when they will invite some of their Western friends and stuff like that, to attend that one, because that's what they know. You see?
So how long do the Scottish weddings last?
Well, here people do it. It lasts for a day. It lasts for a day because to do that kind of traditions that we do, I don't think people have that time and resources to do that here. If you want to do that kind of thing, you have to go back home and do that. Even back home, they will do the traditional one at the same time do this, or when they come back here, they do the Western one here.